What if I told you one of the most critical battles of World War II wasn't fought in Europe, but in a remote mountain town of India, and it helped stop Japan's advance into South Asia? This is the forgotten story of the Battle of Kohima, a brutal, close-quarters struggle that turned the tide in the East and earned the nickname the Stalingrad of the East. The year is 1944. Japan's empire has spread like wildfire across Southeast Asia. Hungry for control of the British Raj and to choke off Allied supply lines into China, the Japanese command launches Operation U-Go, a massive assault into British-held India. Their objective? Capture the key town of Kohima, perched in the lush, steep hills of Nagaland, and use it to advance further into India. But Kohima isn't just a dot on the map. It's the last line of defense before the vital supply hub of Dimapur. If Kohima falls, the entire northeastern region could collapse. Only 2,500 British and Indian troops, mostly young, under-equipped soldiers, are stationed to defend it. Meanwhile, the Japanese 31st Division, over 15,000 strong, is marching toward them. By April 4, 1944, the Japanese had reached Kohima, cutting off the garrison from all reinforcements. Trapped, outnumbered 6-1, the defenders dug in. What followed was one of the most savage sieges of the war. In the cold mist and thick jungles, the Japanese attacked day and night. The men fought not just for victory, but for survival, often face to face with bayonets and knives. One of the most legendary scenes of the battle? A tennis court outside the district commissioner's bungalow became a killing ground. Each side took turns occupying the court, and bodies lay thick as soldiers crawled through the mud for cover and fought trench to trench. There was no clean warfare here, just the raw, desperate will to hold on. Rain soaked the foxholes. Disease crept into the ranks. Ammunition ran low. Still, the defenders refused to surrender. Slowly, after weeks of grueling resistance, relief forces from the British 2nd Division fought their way up the hills and broke through Japanese lines. The siege was lifted, but the fighting didn't stop. It took another month of fierce jungle warfare to push the Japanese back. By June 22, 1944, the Japanese retreat had begun. They left behind more than 7,000 dead. Kohima was saved, and with it, the northeastern frontier of India. The Japanese advance had been broken. Strategically, it was a major Allied victory. But more than that, it was a story of endurance. A war filled with grand battles and sweeping tank offensives. The Battle of Kohima reminds us that sometimes the most pivotal moments are won by soldiers who fight not for glory, but because they must. In the end, it wasn't just a victory on the map. It was a triumph of grit, courage, and sacrifice. So the next time you hear about D-Day, Stalingrad, or Midway, remember Kohima, a forgotten hill, a forgotten siege, and a battle that shaped the world.